The standard Volkswagen Beetle is a car that prioritizes design over practicality. The Dune version, however, ups the ante, boasting suspension that has been raised by 10 mm plus chunky unpainted plastic body moldings and silver skid plates at both ends, all in the name of style, confirming the Beetle's position as more of a fashion statement than a 4x4. All-wheel drive is not even on the options list. This may be no off-roader, but it does hark back to the Baja bugs of the 1960s, modified Beetles designed to take on California's Golden Coast. As for rivals, there's nothing else that can match the Dune's retro looks and jacked-up stance. Closest in concept is the Mini Paceman, a 3-door, high-riding stretched Mini, followed by the Nissan Juke and DS4 Crossback, which both boast much more modern styling. Large premium over standard Beetle. Another area where the Dune stands out is in costs. The price tag of around £21,000 to £25,000 not only seems steep compared with Mini and Nissan alternatives, and represents more than a £2,000 premium over conventional Beetle equivalents in design trim, but it's hugely expensive in finance terms too. Spread the cost over 4 years and you can expect to pay around £330 per month with a £2,000 deposit. This is an enormous 50% premium over the Dune's most similar rival, the Mini Paceman Coupe, which will set you back around £220 per month with the same contract terms. As a result, drivers could afford to upgrade to the significantly more powerful Paceman Coupe S or Diesel Coupe ST and still save around £75 per month, totaling approximately £3,500 over 4 years. Despite boasting around twice as much power as the Dune, and all-wheel drive, the range-topping Mini Paceman John Coupe works is only about £10 more per month than the Volkswagen. Consequently, the Dune is not a car that makes any rational sense in terms of costs, a sentiment confounded when you compare prices with the Nissan Juke. A similar 1.2-litre petrol model will set you back around £170 per month, while even the Rapid Duke Nismo RS is about £260 per month. Inflated monthly finance bills but big cash discounts. So expensive is the Dune in finance terms that you can drive a near £9,000 pricier, and much faster, more upmarket and more desirable, Audi TT for a very similar monthly payment. Be aware, however, that Volkswagen is offering a £3,000 discount to cash buyers across the range, making the Dune far better value to those who have cash to spend or plan to finance the car with a loan. Despite very high list prices and finance costs, there's still nothing that can live up to the Dune's fun, retro vibe. The engines on offer, however, are rather less fun, with just an entry-level 105 horsepower 1.2-litre petrol and a 150 horsepower 2.0-litre diesel. Only 2 of the standard Beetle's engines make their way into the Dune, the 1.2-litre petrol and a 2.0-litre diesel. Both are available in manual and DSG automatic form, but that's where your choices end. With 105 horsepower on tap in 1.2-litre petrol form, the cheaper Beetle Dune models aren't fast. The engine needs to be worked hard to accelerate briskly, and even then you'd expect a little more muscle from a car that costs so much. Thankfully though, the gear change is slick, helping the driver to make the most of the motor's power. Press the throttle at low engine speeds and the motor pauses briefly before responding too, meaning that you often find yourself driving the Dune harder than you would a car that had more power in reserve. The petrol motor is more suited to gentle cruising than fast driving and fulfills this role well, feeling less overwhelmed by the weight of the car. Meanwhile, claimed economy for both manual and automatic versions stands at just over 50 miles per gallon, not bad for a car of this size. The diesel shaves more than 2 seconds from the time the Dune needs to accelerate to 62 miles per hour, taking it down from 10.9 to 8.6 seconds, more than nippy enough for most drivers. Claimed fuel economy is not that different, however, with official figures of around 60 miles per gallon, depending whether you choose the manual or automatic. Top speeds for the Dune come in at 110 miles per hour for the petrol and 124 miles per hour to 126 miles per hour for the diesel. Though automatic gearboxes often struggle when mated to less powerful engines, the 1.2-litre petrol works very well in DSG form, feeling surprisingly responsive compared with the manual. Thanks to a premium of more than £2,500 for the diesel, the petrol makes more sense to most buyers, bar those who have to have the fastest or the most economical Dune.